Hey everyone, I apologize for the terrible audio for starters. I'm not using the special microphone. I did want to come on here as face-to-face as possible to say, firstly, thank you so much for the continuing over 1 million views on the One Marvelous Scene video. Never in my time on YouTube ever would I have found I would have gotten that much views on any of my videos. So, incredible. Thank you. Also, and especially, thank you to every single person who has shared something deeply personal on that One Marvelous Scene video. It is not easy to open up to people online in even in a digital social setting. That can be a very, very big scary thing. I read every single comment on that video, so especially thank you to people who have shared their trials. That means a lot that you're willing to share with me. And I'm very sorry this has taken almost 2 years to make. So let's go do this instead. Cheers.
April of 2019? Yeah, that's way too long in between. We're gonna do another one of these. I had a few other scenes in mind that were great. I really love them. And then WandaVision happened, and we got this.
I request elaboration.
This, I think, might be my favorite scene in all of WandaVision, because it is a perfect peak for this version of Vision. Quickly addressing one criticism I've been getting for about 2 years now on my other video, I'm gonna have to talk about other things adjacent to this scene. Spooky, I know, but to talk about the importance of this one interaction, I need to share key points from related media. It says One Marvelous Scene, talked about 5 other scenes. Oh, no, I didn't. That is a natural part of analysis videos. If you didn't want to listen to me talk for 17 minutes and purely just wanted to watch that scene by itself, just go watch the clip. Choose not to watch my video. It was that simple. Also, when was the last time you walked out of a movie? I mean, when was the last time any of us walked out of a movie? Oh. And was like, man, that was all really disconnected. What a great movie. I thought it was like a socially agreed upon thing that things in movies, scenes should connect to each other to drive the story and drive characters along. So, it is super easy to forget how long we actually had Vision with us. Well, most of the core components of Vision, that is. We've had Tony, Jarvis, and Bruce Banner in the MCU since 2008, as well as Thor, Ultron, the Mind Stone, and Wanda, but we'll get to that in a little bit, shortly after. Or, technically, with the chronology of the MCU, we had human Jarvis first in the 1940s that inspired Tony to make AI Jarvis. Side note, Peggy Carter is MCU best girl. I would recommend this show. Peggy's show. We didn't get what people think of when they think Vision until he appeared physically on screen in Age of Ultron. What a great introduction to Vision, by the way. I know that this was originally supposed to be this full-on fight sequence beforehand, but I deeply prefer Vision being born and immediately being like, yep, I'm here to be the representation of pure goodness. I also really like this little good job Thor gives Tony, by the way, after they had been so at odds earlier on in the film, but Thor is like, good job on your kid, Tony. He's a literal being of goodness. Vision lifts Thor's unliftable hammer in the first minute of him being alive. The thing we established since Thor's first appearance as a huge deal. It was the driving force for his first entire solo film. Even the party scene hammers that home.
Oh my God! Oh my God! You are so fucking funny!
Pretty early on, Age of Ultron established the importance once again of the goodness required to lift the hammer, an unwavering sense of doing what is right and striving to do the best for people. Also, potentially, this is the reason why Steve could not lift the hammer during the dinner party, because he was hesitant about the truth of Bucky killing Tony's parents and keeping that a secret from him, even though it would have been important for him to hear despite the consequences. But that's just I don't think I'm being too bold in saying this other Vision scene was the best part of Age of Ultron. It is what I call a proper Vision scene. It's more of a moral, emotional, philosophical bout than one about who can punch the other person harder. A proper Vision scene to me involves a discussion, typically on screen between Vision and an adversary of some kind, since Vision is always trying to learn about his own humanity. Proper Vision scenes are in service to that. The hammer scene is a proper Vision scene, the I was born yesterday scene is, the grief is love persevering scene is a proper Vision scene, and this boat bit is a proper Vision scene. Oh my god! It all was connected! Look at that! Like I told you it was gonna be, here we are. Bada bing, bada... Being completely transparent here, I did not buy, at first, that Wanda and Vision would have fallen for each other. The most we got out of them together was Wanda getting rescued by Vision. They made lunch, he saves her once again, then they're married, then homeboy fucking dies, then dies again. There was a lot to fill in the gap here to sell, at least me personally, on this relationship. Yes, some people do fall in love fast, and there was a hint that these two had taught and relied a lot on each other in between films. But I can't say that I was sold. Again, until WandaVision helped flesh that out. It probably wouldn't have if they had tried to rush this in a 2-hour flick. There was this great air of mystery and a ton of incorrect over-theorizing about elements of WandaVision as it was releasing. As good TV makes us do, it creates conversation. And the topic of what Vision actually was happened a decent amount. And simply put, again, Vision is as he always has been. Goodness. Vision being goodness acts as this conscience throughout WandaVision, trying to help save the people of Westview from the split personality Wanda made for herself, trying to cope with all of her really real grief. He was one of the most human elements of all this. His growth and importance to Wanda is on full display. She felt she literally couldn't exist beyond him, so she made an identical, imaginary version of him. Wanda, in her time off-screen, helped Vision to come to grasps with his humanity. We see Vision gaining more emotion as the films went on, the more time that they had spent together. We even get this fully realized Vision that was created from Wanda's love, her memories and thoughts and feelings. This 100% artificial super robot does one of the most human displays of emotions and cries. It also happens to be a great callback to the comics, yes, I know. There is this importance placed on Vision's eyes. I don't know if you guys noticed this or not. This is kind of really important. But Vision has distinctly robotic eyes when he is real. But this Figment Vision Wanda created to live in the Hex has human eyes. Because the Figment Vision is a fully realized version that has a soul. And the eyes are the gateway to subtlety. During the finale of WandaVision, when the white Project Cataract Vision comes to kill Wanda, they look into each other's eyes. It's the first thing that they do, but that goes south really, really fast. We get a fun bit of synthezoid versus synthezoid action.
Damn! That shit good!
Yes, great fun, cool powers, very cool. And then we get tossed into the Westview Library. A house of knowledge. How fitting! Tension is running high. We are ready to see one of these visions kill the other. And then, in proper Vision scene fashion, they talk. They have a discussion about one of the oldest paradoxes out there.
The ship of Theseus in the field of identity metaphysics.
Simply put, it's the idea of if you have an object but replace or restore all of its parts over time, is it still the original object or is it a different object entirely? We literally have the newly created Figment Vision, who is a culmination of all of original Vision from Age of Ultron until Infinity War, in physical appearance, his mannerisms, his memories, emotional growth, and connectivity with Wanda, confronting his restored corpse. Technically, his original, true intended body, a purely logical, analytical, emotionless, reborn Vision, more in line with the original idea of Ultron's true ultimate form. This is like watching the left brain, right brain bit from Bo Burnham, but far more serious with calm talking British comic robots. It is programmable, factual calculation versus untamable love and emotion. Two parts of Vision and his growth, his development, his fragments, squaring off on this ultimate conclusion that they need each other. Vision is every bit as analytical as he is stricken with pure infatuation and care for Wanda. Bringing it back to the symbolism about Vision's eyes, they even make a point to turn White Vision's eyes even more human-like with the help of the Figment Vision. In a reversal on the Ultron versus Vision scene, White Vision chooses to have his memories unlocked, to have his mind expanded, as to where Ultron had his mind, his reach blocked off by Vision, because it wasn't in service of goodness. White Vision's curiosity for information is piqued, and it leads to White Vision experiencing his personal first, and yet every experienced bit of original Vision's humanity in a single moment. Instead of forcing Figment Vision to take over White Vision's body, he gave him a choice. White Vision's humanity peeked through, and it set him on this path to reconnect with Wanda, to gain new experiences with her in some currently unknown point in the future, and relearn what it is to be a real person. Once again, they're two sides of the same stone. Oh my god, look at that! I like this shit. WandaVision was really entertaining. Not what everybody theorized it was going to be, but it was mostly a story about the events of Westview. There is currently a lot to still come. We're supposed to get this like interchanging tonal weird, oh, things are weird and wacky, and no, now they're serious. No, they're weird and wacky with the slate of upcoming movies and shows that are all connected. This series really solidified why I like the MCU Vision. I am positive Vision is now like in my top 5 MCU characters that currently exist. I like relatable male characters just trying to be nice and loving their families and protecting them when they need to. That's why I eat up characters like Newt Scamander or Uncle Iroh. Fun fact, Bob Ross, Steve Irwin, and Mr. Rogers are all big inspirations of mine for these very reasons. I love this calm, thoughtful, strong type. Hopefully it won't take me another 2 years to do one of these. Thank you all again from the bottom of my non-synthezoid heart for over 1 million views and growing on my other One Marvelous Scene video, and all of the special stories that I'm still getting to this day. I really, honestly, I read every single one, and they mean so much to me. So, people, thank you so much for opening up yourselves to me. Thank you. There's not really much else I can say about this. Just as always, stay amazing. Thanks, everyone. Talk about a real fucking stupid choice.